massive amount, because if you go back to the last glaciation 20,000 years ago, when ice sheets were over northern Britain, the globe was only 4 to 5 degrees colder. So put in that context, it's a really big amount.
This summit is in Paris, and two weeks ago we were here talking about the news coming out of Paris. And I know there will be a lot of people saying that there are more pressing problems for the planet at the moment than the issue of climate change. You know, terrorism, Islamic State, the problems in the Middle East, that these world leaders should be dealing with those things before we think about what some people consider to be, you know, still questionable climate evidence. Well, what do you say to them?
Well, it's certainly not questionable climate evidence. The evidence is really quite clear. But it's a good point, because we don't know what's going to happen to humanity in the future. There could be all sorts of other problems that occur that we don't yet know about. So we don't want to be additionally stressed by climate change when we're having to deal with these other things.
But there is evidence, isn't there, that it can have a knock-on effect on global security and, of course, mass migration potentially as well.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you raise the planet's temperatures, you can get more extreme events. And while they may not affect one particular, all these events may not affect one particular region, we're a global community. We're going to be affected by food prices if there's problems in other regions. If there's droughts in food-growing areas, there could be problems for food prices and food security.
So it's imperative that they get some kind of agreement over the next few days.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you look at Syria at the moment, it's a mess, and they're making decisions on there, and they don't know what's going to happen if they bomb in Syria, for example. They don't know. Whereas we do know with climate change, if we don't take action, then we will expect drastic consequences.
OK, Richard, thank you very much indeed. Thanks for coming to talk to us this morning. Cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you. Now, here's Helen Willits with a look at this morning's weather. It's pretty windy out there, Helen, isn't it?
It is, Rachel. The here and the now is that we are going to have some disruptive weather today because of Clodagh, the third named storm of the season, been named by the